Welcome to St Anselm's Church in North Lambeth Parish. Here you see the front of St Anselm's Church, and there's the vicarage. This is it currently stands. We're moving around the side now, and at the end of the street here in front of you see a small block of flats that we own. We have our assistant priest and some people from one of our social projects currently live. North Lambeth Parish is a tremendously diverse area of all sorts of people from different backgrounds and cultures, which is reflected in our growing congregation on a Sunday. Coming around the back of the church, here you see the car park and garages that we currently own, and the old church, which is now Church Hall. Coming into St Anselm's, it is a very large and wonderful space. Unfortunately, we struggle to heat it, and it's got a poor acoustic. Currently, it's really only used for 2 hours a week. We're very lucky that we do have a growing congregation of some 90 adults and 50 young people, but it's an underutilised space. In fact, the whole site is underutilised, and really we can't afford to bring it up to the proper state of repair. So the new build, as you come round now, you see the umbrellas at the front of church where there will be a cafe. Coming down the side here is a new building at the back of the church where we'll house Inter University, of which we've got over 1,000 young people who've come through to this wonderful project. Above will be accommodation, some for ex-offenders who will work on our projects, and accommodation for our assistant priest and caretaker. And so moving round again the back of the church, you now see some new development inside the car park, and we hope to create a new spine from the front of the church right down to the back, where all the different social enterprises are linked together through that one spine. So coming back past the front of the vicarage there, the main entrance for all activities will be our current front doors. We'll raise the base of the foyer here so that it's good disabled access. Now, what's most important coming into this building, the church, is that people immediately feel comfortable, get a good welcome, and know where they are. It's a place for all people and all backgrounds. So there'll be a full-time receptionist there to welcome people and to give information and advice. We have a fireplace, for example, again to create that sense of home from home. And so as you come into this welcoming space, the first thing you do as you turn right is you have the full height of the building, and you go up the steps into our new worship space. And you go past the wonderful Norman Adams murals depicting the Pilgrim's Progress that we've moved back slightly from the original place, but are a feature of the new worship space. So you come up and there's the font, and you see our church full with a new rose window. The design of this has yet to be decided upon. We've got a group of 15 members of the congregation going around churches around the country looking at good worship space design. We want this space to be the best it possibly can as people come to worship God and offer Him praise. At the moment, we've replicated it in a similar fashion to its current layout, but we want it to be bright, airy, welcoming, and a place to reflect. Coming back down and now inside the other entrance, which will be the night entrance, you'll see the artery for the whole building. During the day, you'll enter this through the main entrance and come left through the doors on your right. Coming through, you'll see a statue of St Anselm right at the very end, lit up at night, that you'll see from across the other side of Kennington Cross. There'll be a lift on the left, which takes you up to church. On your right, now come into this wonderful brasserie. People from Highdown, HMP Highdown, will come through and live with us and will continue their training in catering. There'll be a deli. We'll make our homemade bread, which will be also used for Sunday communion. It will be a place for all to meet, affordable, accessible, a good place for the community. Going through the following doors, on your left we will have Our Lady Chapel, which will be used for our midweek services and other gatherings as appropriate. We want it again to be a place where people can just stop and quietly reflect. There'll also be, on the left of this, a new prayer garden. Again, I hope a place of stillness, of beauty, a place where whether you're religious or not, you can come and wonder. Going upstairs now into St Anselm Church, our new change up at St Anselm's. 12 new employment units for young marginalised people. Downstairs we've got a nursery. Again, part of it is private and part of it is given through charitable giving. So we have 30 free sessions a week for those who can't quite afford it. It's a great mix of children from different backgrounds, and it works. Coming back into the artery, come down again towards St Anselm, someone who was passionate about making religion and church accessible and relevant. Coming into this new atrium, parents will come and gather and collect children from brownies, from ballet classes. There'll be adult dancing, there'll be community groups meeting, all sorts of traditional community hall gatherings. And this will be subsidised so everybody can afford it. Coming on through the final door, you come into University, which has been a remarkably successful project with us. Over 1,000 young people over the last year have come through this project. Upstairs in the flats, there will be accommodation for all sorts of people, from our assistant priest to a caretaker to some of those coming from prison to live with us and work with us. It will be a place of energy and life. There'll be an anchor tenant who will make sure the whole place works. We're keen to have a 24-hour living presence on this site and create a community. And so that's St Anselm's project. It's about church, it's about worshipping God. It's about listening to the people of this community and trying to respond to the needs of all. It's a place that I hope will excite everybody, a place that has something for everybody, a place where people can be, enjoy each other and grow in relationships.